Cool. Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Aaron with Lasting Impressions Coffee, and today is going to be the first installment of the I Know Fighter series, which is going to be my discussion with some professionals who are in the NF community or part of the NF community. Some of them will be their parents who have histories of working as being a working parent, and other people just as their journeys as being a person with NF, working professionally or making the transition themselves. And so today I have Jesse, who has been long involved with his family today, here to discuss his NF journey and share what it's like to become a young adult with NF. And so, yeah, thank you for being here, Jesse. If you could take some time to introduce yourself.
Hey, I'm Jesse, and I have NF type 1, and right now I'm focused on getting my first job in software engineering.
So very cool, Jesse. Well, thank you again for joining us. Just so we can get everybody started with familiar, NF type 1 is going to be a genetic disorder which causes tumors to grow along a person's nervous system. Jesse, how old were you when you were diagnosed?
I was 6 months.
6 months old. So that's a pretty young age. It's probably kind of hard to think back what it was like to be diagnosed at that age. So let's jump forward like a little bit. When did you, and when you, I guess, first start noticing that you had NF, or making a realization that something was going on, that you might be different than your peers?
I was probably 6, 7, or 8 years old, and it was when I was going to lots of doctor's appointments and getting MRIs.
So is something that you were like noticing that your peers weren't taking part of then?
Right.
Yeah. How did that make you feel growing up?
Um, Scared, uncertain, not knowing uh really what it was about and what was going to happen.
So thank you for sharing that part. But what did you do to take your mind off the fact that you might have or off your illness as a child?
I don't know. I guess I just spend time with friends and family.
I'm glad that you had your family and your friends to have those that support system. That's very good. Did you find it easy talking to them about it then?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
definitely.
nice.
Sure.
So I know that being diagnosed with NF can be very troubling as a child. What were some of the biggest struggles that you faced?
Um, Mostly with physical mobility.
Physical mobility. Could you explain what that in a little bit more detail than with that?
Yeah, I have tumors in my legs, and when I was around 12, I started having problems with swelling in my right ankle,
Oof.
and it makes it contributes to making it hard to walk and stand for long periods of time.
Understand that. That's tough. And so you have tumors, and you said your right ankle? So did you have any go on any treatments for like that, like the cellumentanib or the miramentinib?
I haven't.
That's I guess somewhat fortunate. So what about any surgical operations?
Yeah, I've had around 3 surgeries on my right knee for in order to correct a leg length discrepancy.
Nice. Okay. How big of the discrepancy was it by chance?
Uh, I don't remember at the top of my head,
Yeah,
but
yeah, no worries. It all worked out now, so your legs are back to being the same length again.
it's not the exact same length, but it's all a lot closer.
Close,
And,
close enough.
yeah.
Nice. So no surgery for the tumor itself, though.
No, it's too involved to be operable.
I'm sorry to hear that, man. And and radiation, I guess, is just too risky for it for similar reasons. Then
Yeah, they've been stable and benign, so radiation hasn't been uh, really needed.
That makes sense. Okay. Well, I'm glad to hear that they've been benign. I know that's a tough part still going dealing through that, but that's nice. And so, if anybody is not really super aware with NF, most of the tumors are in fact benign, but you you have the plexiform fibroma, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So the plexiform fibromas are the ones that will develop into the malignant peripheral sheath nerve tumors, and those are the ones that will ultimately could become cancerous for people with NF, which I believe it's like 15% of those cases it happens in. So I'm glad that you've been fortunate enough, Jesse, to have had dodged that so far. So that's good. You are being a trooper still. So I know it's a scary boat to be in regardless. So stay positive, man. How so? Is it it's in your ankle? Does that impact your? I guess how your outward appearance for has that impacted like, how you had to like choose your clothing?
Uh, with the shoe size, my right foot is about half a size larger than my left foot, so I have to do half a size larger for both feet. And along with the swelling, that can contribute and make it more of a tight fit. So I have to wear compression socks in order to help with that. Um, I would have to also find one that's kind of like the part of the shoe that goes like up to the ankle. That would have to be wider too, because the foot
Oh,
itself is uh, not that wide from the swelling.
yeah. Okay. It's the ankle itself. Okay. High top shoe, I believe, is the term that we are looking for. I'm not a shoe guy, but I believe that's the word we want. I guess walking, you were that was when you were younger than 16 there. So I guess how did that impact your work when you were a kid? Because as we're in high school and stuff, I mean, I wanted a job as soon as I could get one. I'm sure that you were similar. Did you have any luck with finding a first job in high school, going around your health and all that stuff? And I guess, and did it impact the choice that you made?
Yeah. When I was in my senior year of high school, I got my first job, and that was at a coffee place, and uh, I would work around 7 to 8 hours per shift, and I would work every other day, and it was manageable. I was a little tired with my feet at the end of the day, but it wasn't significant, or it wasn't like painful. And by the next day, uh, I was fine. My feet were fine.
Nice. That's good. So started off nice for your health and going through it there. And then as you progressed into your through college, did that impact like you wanting to stay into the hospitality industry, doing coffee, or did you move into a different thought process and try something else?
Yeah, I ended up going to college for uh, to be a veterinary technician, like a
Okay,
nurse for animals. Um,
fun. Okay.
and after I graduated, I started working as a vet tech. Um, but I found then that the long hours on my feet became much more difficult than what I had worked in high school. So I had to explore different options.
Was it just did the pain get worse, or was it something that you and your medical team noticed that something, I guess, was more significant after your changes, or with like scans or anything, or was it just like you were just being aware of your own body? I guess is my question.
Uh, I guess being aware of my own and then looking at MRIs slowly over those 4 or 5 years, it had slowly grown and progressed a little more. And the swelling and pain became greater. than when I was in high school.
Yeah. I'm glad that you were able to be self-aware with that, though, especially as a younger, it's tough seeing that, and you want to be stubborn as a kid. And I'm sure we can, or maybe you're also the stereotypical guy, so you're also stubborn. How did your health shape your thought process when you wanted to make a career adjustment for yourself, and your thought process behind that?
Yeah, my thought process was that it would be better for me to do a more desk-oriented job where I can stay seated as long as I need, and there's no need for me to stand or walk. And uh, I've always liked problem solving and science, technology, computers. So I tried out software engineering through free online learning tools, and I liked it a lot. So I talked to people who are software engineers I know and asked them questions about what their day to day is like, and what I can expect. I wanted more like structured learning, so I enrolled into a software engineering bootcamp.
Could you tell me a little bit more detail about what sort of stuff that you learned there?
I learned Ruby and Ruby on Rails with SQL relational databases.
Awesome. So that means that you can do like websites and applications then, right?
Yeah,
I know what SQL is and I know what Python is because I mean, I read job applications and they're all over those. So I mean, if those are two skills that you have, that's definitely great ones to do. So that's cool. Yeah. So have you ever developed an app yet yourself just for fun?
yeah. I have my most recent thing was making my own personal like portfolio website.
Oh, nice. Well, if you want to share that with me after this, I can pin it in the video, right? And people can check it out. Or if there's a you have an app that you put into the store, like was it and what is it, the iOS store, right? Or the Android store. So maybe we can draw some attention that way to you too. So
That'd be
nice.
great.
Yeah, I'm glad to help. Yeah, are you currently working on anything right now?
Uh, just like learning new skills and technology for myself.
Cool.
I've been doing like leak code kind of stuff, and it's like you're given a problem and you have to use code to solve that problem. And I've been doing Python and like trying to learn more with Python that way.
Cool. Well, definitely good luck with that. That's all stuff that goes way above my head sometimes. I'm glad that things like Google and GitHub exist because otherwise I would not be doing anything correctly at all. I thought building a MySpace website was difficult, to be honest. You're probably a little young for that, actually.
I know what MySpace is, but I haven't built a MySpace page.
Yeah, those were the days. Does living with NF change how you view success or how you drive your ambition?
Yeah, I think I've had to be very ambitious and do put a lot of hard work in order to match the effort of peers without enough.
Yeah, I think a lot of people who are dealing with the NF or a similar condition would agree with that statement. It's you already stand out from the crowd, and but yet you're so like you're just like almost like finding like a needle in a haystack at the same time, right?
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing. Like you have to do everything perfect, but or you feel like you have to do everything perfect, and you have that just pressure that you put on yourself, and it's just difficult. And sometimes I think that anxiety and anxiousness or maybe like for me sometimes it gives me like a lack of confidence, and this makes it hard for me to articulate sometimes. So I commend you for getting out here and talking about it. So like just the communication aspect, it's how we go about doing change. If you're not talking about it, no one can listen, and if no one can listen, nothing gets done. So if someone right now is listening, and what would you want them to know?
If you're struggling to find success in your career, don't give up when you get that position or that uh, success in your career. It'll make all that hard work that you put in worth it.
You should always bet on yourself. So definitely keep that in mind. If there was one thing that your colleagues, coworkers, your community could know about NF, what would that be?
Uh, it's not contagious. You can only be born with it.
It just seems like society still has that mindset with people who have serious illnesses, and it's a stigma that like it's tough to break, and it's not true at all. And I think that being willing to get out there and explain and show that is key, probably.
Right.
But I'm definitely sorry that you feel that way. I felt that way growing up too. Some ways I can think of some stories we can share at a different time and talk about it if you want to. Like at the summit. You going to the summit this year?
Uh, I'd like to, yeah.
I think there's like as of this video, there's like an 80% chance I'm going. So we'll see. I guess I have like 10 days to decide as per the junior board thing. Do you have any questions for me before we go?
Uh, what have you found that helps you transition from youth into a young adult career-wise?
So it's like probably the two biggest things is finding a coach or like coaches, or especially somebody that works in your industry, maybe someone that doesn't work in your industry, and then you have ones at different times in your life as you evolve and grow. I think that's gonna be like one of the biggest things to help you figure out like how you navigate, and that kind of helped like push me to be like a better interviewer, doing different strategies for resumes, and just like like doing my LinkedIn page and stuff like that. And then also just to, like as you mentioned, like like learning, just like never stop learning. Like that's really going to be what keeps you ahead in life, and also it's just good for your brain is to just always be learning. And if your brain's healthy, you're healthy, right? So healthy mind, healthy body.
That's great.
Yeah. Thank you for asking. And then last piece, do you have any advice that you want to give before we head out?
Uh, get out there and do your best every day.
Thanks, Jesse. It's been great talking. Don't forget to send me those links later today so I can get those blasted out for you on the page too, and help support you along your journey. And thank you everybody for listening. If you want to support people like Jesse, you can go to ctf.org and follow along with for more stories there. Learn about NF. You can also make a donation to there, or if you love coffee, I sell coffee and donate a percentage of the proceeds to CTF's mission as well, which is to end neurofibromatosis, all types, which is includes type 2 and schwannomatosis. So, yeah, thank you all. I hope you all have a great day.